it was both there and not there.
Schrodinger's time age.
Oh my god.
Her.
That's a pet peeve of mine, by the way. That people
What?
don't understand the thought, experiment of Schrodinger's cat. Like, it's not about the cat.
Right.
It's about the nuclear isotope that's inside. That's the quantum thing, not the cat.
Her.
Of course.
About
I thought all
observation and
cats were
forcing a state.
nuclear.
Ooh, good point.
But anyways, last time you did some shopping, some preparation for the next journey. You had some discussions amongst yourselves, and you have now boarded the train. Slowly, the other passengers are filing on board, and
Is it a new day?
yes, unless you wanted to do anything else before.
I
you went
I
to
sent
bed.
my letter. That was about it.
Yes.
Just saying, inquire at the Quartermains for whatever.
I was
For a
trying to read
job.
over the blight paperwork that I have. That I got from the archive.
Looks like I need to preload some music again.
Oh no.
Fatherland. Man, this one isn't even like. Fatherland, download faster.
I still have no idea why it is like this.
Yeah, it's weird because it doesn't like slowly load. It's just at 0% for you
Mm-hmm.
for a while.
So sad.
But I don't have to be sad. I just zoom into my divine snip and look at it and be proud of its
It's not
pincers.
at all this time. Awkward.
Oh, look at my divine snip. It's crawling up my health point, my health bar.
Wow.
Is it giving you divine health?
Yes.
Oh, nice. I need that. Good stuff. No, you
I mean,
fell
it
off.
could actually do that. If I roll a bad health roll for the next level up, can I use the divine snip to roll again?
Guess that's one way to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Why is Alivar not loading my music?
Because he joined the game before joining Discord and he broke everything.
That,
He broke the rules.
yeah, probably.
Try disconnecting and reconnecting.
That's right, we're kicking you out.
Fine.
Get wrecked.
It's not even like a large track, so it shouldn't be loading this song.
There you go.
Okay, let's try to load it again. Wait, this time it didn't even need to load. You guys hear this?
No,
right?
it loaded when
Yeah.
he was joining.
I hear it.
Let me try another track. Okay, that's good.
Wow.
Now it's loading fast. Now it's stuck on Jess.
Advantage of you preloading music to look at the titles of the songs.
Don't look.
I'm
I
looking.
already found the other one.
Especially.
Hey.
Horrors
Hey,
made
God.
flesh.
Now
No.
come on! What did I just say? What did I just say?
Do you pick what you name them?
Yes.
Why don't you name them something more inconspicuous?
Because then you won't know which music to play.
How about what if you just write a cross reference sheet in front of you?
That's way
That's
too much
work.
Also, I like naming them cool things. You're just not supposed to see them while they're preloading. Anyway. It's the next day. Passengers are coming aboard.
Oh, we long rested. Okay.
You hear the door next to the first class cabin open and close. You hear more voices on the ship now. And very soon the train will be leaving. Is there anything you'd like to do beforehand?
Ooh.
No, I think we're good.
I'm reviewing
with
everything I can do.
Loud horn, the train begins moving. The first day on the train is the hardest. The vibrations, the noise, it's hard to sleep. It's easier in the first class car, better insulated, less noise. But all the train has something in common. It's claustrophobic, shut in like this. The train's windows do not open. The glass is thick and heavy. Other trains are more amenable than this one. This is day 1 of your journey. Where would everyone be on the first day?
Probably in my room, looking through notes. And like going through notes, comparing notes, making like jotting down little things. And I'm like, oh, maybe that's important.
Yeah, I mean, probably in here. Depends kind of where other people are, though.
I will
Yeah,
be in
probably
here too,
just-
mostly. Drawing some sketches and stuff from the last couple of days.
I'd also probably just stay in the room.
There's
So not really doing
one certain sketch that takes a little bit longer. But you don't know what it is, as long as you don't approach.
Probably mostly in the room and then maybe wandering around the train a bit. Just pass time.
You're doing what?
Wandering around the train.
Okay. I thought I heard running for a moment.
Yeah.
Just running up and down the halls.
Okay.
I feel like that's fair at some point that we all go to, like,
Somewhere
get
towards
food.
noon, you notice something. Something suddenly rocks through the train. You feel it. As if the train had rolled over a rock. A few moments pass. Some of the passengers, some of the others, look a little bit uneasy. Then, Evelyn, Thava, you'd hear loud footsteps in the hallway. And hurried voices. The rest of you, as the door opens, you see 2 of the train crew. 2 engineers. They rush past you. Train crew, please make way. Please let us pass. There's worry in their eyes. They continue to the end of the cart, open the door, and enter the next. It's clear that something is wrong.
Gonna open the door.
Can you see what's going on out there?
No, but I think I'll go check it out.
All right.
Ooh. I guess I'll just follow the direction I heard them go.
Yeah, as you enter, you still see most of the passengers in this car and some of the others of you sort of looking in the direction where they went. They also didn't make any effort to close the doors after them in a hurry.
Is the train still moving?
It's still
come
moving.
to a
So
stop
you
with
notice
the-
that there's some rhythm to the rolling that wasn't there before.
Should we perhaps group up? Get. Oh, there's Thava. Perfect.
I'm gonna make my way towards the front of the train.
Soleil puts away his notebook and looks like he's ready to go with you, Thava and Red, but not saying anything.
Mhm.
Carol.
The door here is open, Evelyn.
I will cross over then.
Those look like some comfy cannon seats, actually.
I'm gonna hang out in here forever now. No. I'm just gonna keep making my way towards the front. I don't know what everybody else is doing. So I don't know if they want to move a different direction too.
I mean, I guess we're just following where the commotion was.
Okay, so you head down
Sure.
the cart.
Yeah.
You follow the engineers to the end of the train, past the cars, the sleeping car, the supply car. And in the supply car, over all the way down here, you see them stand at the other end. Evelyn, as you make your way towards the end of your car, the first door is unlocked, but as you step across, the door towards the lead car is locked.
I'll knock on it.
For a couple of seconds, there's no response.
Knock louder.
The car door suddenly opens, and you see the younger train staff open the door and look at you, confused. Yes, hello?
Right, with the Quatermains, that's where we're on that job for the bishops. Is there a concern going on right now?
He takes a look back into the lead car and then steps out, closing the door behind him. Well, kind of. Something got loose, but there's 2 engineers on their way right now.
When you say something got loose, how big of a something are we talking about?
Well, we're not sure. There was an impact of sorts.
Right. I suppose we could go see if there's any help I could offer with my friends, if it's needed.
Yes, find the other engineers. I think they're on their way there. I'm sure they found it by now.
Does this normally happen, this sort of thing? Is this a normal occurrence?
Well, I wouldn't say normal, but it's happened before. These are very long tracks, and sometimes there's things on the tracks. If you're concerned, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about.
Beggar, looking up, I'm sure the train is moving quickly, but looking
Yes.
up, is there anything over the train right now?
No.
Is there anything on this path that we're heading that would be like an overhead to the train that we're going through, or anything like that coming up here?
Now he looks really confused. Like, you mean like the clouds?
Right. Like, is there any tunnel or anything like that we're going to be going through?
Well, it's clear the plains until the sluice. But that's
So there's
in, like,
nothing
4
really
days or
close
so.
to the top of the train currently.
He sort of leans out and looks up. Not particularly.
All right, great. I'm going to use my grappling hook and shoot it up to the top of the train, and I'm going to go across the top of the train to go back.
You hear a
Oh
panicked
my
voice behind you. Ma'am? Excuse me.
You're fine. I'm quite quick on my feet.
As his voice goes into the distance, and the noise of just the train and the wind grows louder. You just in the distance, growing more quiet. You hear, I really don't think that's safe, ma'am.
I'm just going to use my grappling hook to make sure that I'm moving that way, with hooking onto a part of the train and then pulling myself forward
Okay.
to get back faster towards whatever might be causing a commotion. However long that will take. I guess we can go back to this group.
Give me a. Let's see. Give me a dexterity roll.
Oh, hold on. Would this be acrobatics or just straight dexterity? I don't think it matters.
Straight
Actually.
dexterity.
Okay. Oh, hold on. I didn't pre-roll my dice. These are going to count for a second. Hold on 1 second. I just needed to
I'll wait.
shake them up.
Beggar does that too for treasure chests in my campaign.
It works sometimes.
It does work sometimes. Now that's a roll.
Okay. All right. I'm going to roll now. Frick.
Not enough
That's
pre-roll.
that's an 8.
That's what happens when you pre-roll too hurriedly.
I know. I was frantic.
So
And
you
whenever
go
saw
by
it in
this very methodically. You hook, you sort of release going along the train, making sure that you're always hooked while you're moving.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes you a little while. Every time you get close to your grappling hook, to unhook it again, to fire it again, to get close to the next point, it's not that easy. Your hands are very quickly starting to get cold. And, well, there's a lot of wind. So it takes you a while.
That's fine.
It probably would have been faster for you
Probably.
to run down the train. But
That's not true. My speed is 25 feet.
slowly making her way down.
I at
rest of
least can
you-
move faster with grappling hook.
The rest of you. You see the two engineers stand at the end of this cart, near an open door, arguing loudly through the noise. There's a lot of noise coming from outside, and I'm guessing you guys step closer.
Yeah.
You hear parts of this conversation over the noise. Just turn this on. The bloke clearly states lives are not to be risked for cargo. There's a lot of supplies in that wagon. Supplies the fort desperately needs. You're no climber. Even if we were to secure you at the speed we're going, you'll fall and you'll die. We can disengage the clamps from here. If we abandon the supplies on the track, even if they're not looted, the next train's gonna crash right into the car. Or worse, it'll be us on the way back.
Excuse me.
Stepping up close, you can see the source of their troubles and the noise. The car adjacent to the supply car is a large tank. Its end sways dangerously back and forth. The reason for that lies beyond it. Another armored car, just beneath. You can see that sparks fly off of its wheels. It leans left to right, dangerously, swinging.
The one back here, the swinging.
Yes.
We can kind of just make out a little back and forth.
Is there any way we
Sorry,
can help?
what?
Is there any way we can help?
He sort of helplessly looks towards the tank. Well, we don't really have the gear for this kind of thing. We'd have to climb alongside the cart to get to the other supply car. It wasn't meant to be accessible.
Is the goal to detach the cart behind it?
He looks at his companion. Well, we could detach it, but there's a lot of supplies in there. Supplies that were meant for the fort, and the fort desperately needs.
So maybe a quick repair?
Well, we're not quite sure what caused the issue. From here it looks like the brake clamps have engaged. Those supplies are valuable, but not so much if they derail the train.
How dark is it outside right now?
It's pretty bright.
Damn, okay.
Damn.
Oh, wait! I can fix that.
Hmm.
How long does this? 1 minute.
Is
Keep in
there a
mind,
point across
this
the...
tank is about 60 feet long.
Is there a point along the tracks that... where we could take a break without other trains crashing into us? Like a little bit off the tracks?
Well, the problem is then this train is on a single rail. We're the only train going back and forth, so that's not an issue, but the train can't stop. Not with the blight this close.
I'm gonna just like wiggle past them. Is that a rail to hold on to on that side?
It could be.
How
There's
high
the rail.
is it like near the ground or like on the middle of it?
It's where sort of the carriage of this train is. So basically at the bottom of the tank, but above the wheels.
And I'm assuming the brake clamp would be like there.
Somewhere there. Even if it's not the brake clamp, then certainly the way to disengage the clamps off the cart would be there.
Okay, and you see these are 60 feet long.
Yes.
A round is 6 seconds.
Is this
I can
actually
move
6 feet, 10,
30
20,
It's like 60 feet, yeah.
40, 50. Hey, it lines up.
How fast are we going?
One.
Really fast, let me tell you.
No.
The female engineer
okay,
just
wait.
sort of shrugs at you. I don't know. Fast.
Okay, wait. So a round is 6 seconds.
Yes.
So it would take me 12 seconds to move 60 feet. Okay.
I mean, depends on if you dash, but
That's
that would
true.
probably make a holding on DC harder.
Okay.
Do you need to be a giant spider?
No, I should be fine.
Here's
Can
the
you
thing
just-
that's gonna come up later as
Oh.
well. Moving DCs are lower the slower you move. So if you were to move 20 and then use your action to dash another 20, it would be a lower DC than if you moved 30 and then dashed for another 30.
Okay. Is
Wait.
there...
Before you go, do you have a way to fix it?
Well, if the problem is just the brake thing, then I can just unbrake it, right?
I mean, maybe. I can mend
Without-
things pretty well, so maybe we both go?
I can only do me for what I was thinking on doing.
I mean, I could probably figure something out.
Okay. How if it is
Well,
the break?
if you're going on your own, there should be a large lever which would be the brake. See if you can find a way to either loosen it, and if that doesn't work, I guess just decouple the train, can't?
Okay. Okay. Actually, does this work on other people? Nope. Only me. Okay. I guess I'm ready to go. What about you, Red?
Should I try flying or the spider thing?
I don't know. How fast can you fly if you can fly?
That's
What?
what I was wondering about.
I don't know. I'm just going to hold on.
Oh boy. Well, maybe I'll try holding on, and if it goes bad, I can just like fly back or like something. We'll see what happens.
Oh, there's no rail along here, along this bit, right?
Nope.
It's just like up
Okay.
and over.
Hmm.
At this point, Evelyn, you've reached the supply car. At the top, of course. From here,
Put a
you
grappling
see,
hook.
From here, you see, the tank in front of you. Its back sort of swing left and right, and you see the cart beyond leaning heavily, and sparks flying off of its wheels.
Then I will grapple hook up to here to continue to move forward. Planning on going over here
Yeah,
next.
you guys, as you discuss, suddenly see just this grappling hook, this rope, this, I don't know
Okay.
actually, is it
Whoa.
wire? This wire just stretch, and then you hear zzz as you see something fly past above you.
I
Oh,
love
I
it.
guess we don't need to do anything.
Red is like, oh god, there she goes again.
Here we go again.
I mean, does anyone say anything to her as she's like zooming past? Just out of curiosity. Or
It's
I
the
don't know,
break.
it's a little bit loud.
no, that's fine. Okay,
Really loud.
then I'd probably try to hook onto the next train.
Soleil or Kara, do you have like a rope?
I still have the chain that I bought.
A rope would be helpful if you
I
can just.
have 50 for rope.
Do you mind like tying it to me so I can like start?
Sure.
I don't
I also need some
immediately
rope.
die.
Just a
If my
little bit.
perception was past perception was better, I'd be like, maybe I see you. But I don't
actually
think I'd be
considered
looking
the
downwards.
damage of what happens if you fall underneath the train.
Oh,
So that'll be
gosh.
fun.
Oh no.
Wait, but
Are they making enough of a commotion that I would notice that people are standing there?
I don't know. Are you guys actually like yelling for Evelyn?
No,
Not
well, not necessarily for me, just more
I mean,
amongst
if it's
themselves.
loud, and I'm assuming we're talking loudly.
At least, yeah, talking loudly, but I'm not sure about yelling.
I feel like you would have noticed that there were people there. You wouldn't have heard them or even know who it is.
Gotcha.
But you
Okay.
would have noticed that there was like talking underneath. And
That's
people sort of in the doorway.
Then I'd at least pause for a second and glance back.
okay, you got me tied up. Awesome.
But can I see into the doorway from the top of this?
You'd probably have to stand further back. Like here.
Okay.
I'll probably let myself lean back a bit to see what's
I'm just
going
gonna
on
be
there
like
then.
a kite. I cast fly on myself.
You let
okay,
your-
just lower me out.
Okay, I mean at this point as you're sort of releasing the wire from a grappling hook sort of little by little to walk backwards. You suddenly see Red flying. And Red, give me a dexterity save.
Okay.
And Thava, you were holding onto the rope?
No.
Is anyone holding onto the
Kara
rope?
was. She said
I'm holding it.
Okay, Kara's holding onto the
that's
rope.
a 19.
You just went out there with a rope
Kara-
tied for no reason.
Please give me a strength check.
That was a 19 on the dex. No.
Can I assist?
7.
Thava, you can roll me a strength check as well.
Okay. This isn't athletics, is it?
Yes, you can roll athletics. You could add your athletics to Kara.
In that case, it's a.
Oh,
9.
well, I rolled a 19.
Okay, so Red, as you fly up into the air, as soon as you like past the gap here, the wind just barrels into you, and you just catapult. Stop! You just catapult alongside the train. What did you roll on your dexterity save?
19.
You manage to brace your legs just in time before slamming into the tank, and you instead catch yourself with your legs. And then suddenly you notice this just pull on you and just pushes the air out of your lungs as the rope you're on snaps taut. As Kara, kind of slides with the rope for a moment, and then Thava manages to block the way and hold her.
Right, what are you doing?
He's heavier than he looks.
Fixing the brakes.
It's an interesting way of going about it. Do you need some assistance?
Yes, please.
I'll go back towards him. And my grappling hook has like a little cuff that smacks onto somebody else's wrist, so it can because it can pull 2 people.
Yeah.
So I smack it onto his arm, and it like clasps onto it.
Okay.
Right.
We're
going to the other train.
on your grappling hook, but
Yeah.
the rope behind him is still.
Yes, I know.
So can I cut this?
You should be fine, yeah? Probably. It's your call.
Okay. Just cut my end of the rope then.
Thava,
Can't go
Kara,
wrong.
the rope in your hands just suddenly snaps. You pull back at the sudden, the resistance just suddenly gone. Kara, you sort of crash into the large crates just behind you. And, you don't know what happened. Suddenly, Red's just gone. You have the rope in your hands, you pull it in, and there's nothing at the end of it.
I run to see if I can see right.
Can I inspect the end of the
You
rope
look
to see if
outside
it was...
and you don't see anything. Just the large tank in front of you. Can you see what?
Work by way.
Thava?
By looking at the end of the rope, can I see if it was cut or snapped?
Give me an investigation roll.
One sec. Remind me, I can cast like cantrips while still concentrating, right?
Yeah, as long as if it flies concentration, you can cast any other spell, as long as it's not concentration.
Okay, well, I should have done this before, but I just remembered because there was wind. Kara just gets a message. I just got the rope, it's fine.
Yeah.
Rude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You can reply to this.
I'm guessing you relay that to
Just
Thava.
rude.
Just as Thava, as you look down, the rope's clearly been cut.
Okay.
As Kara and Thava look behind them, I can see Soleil sitting on the on the big thing and just looking at them and asking, "Is he all right?"
He's fine.
Just dangling with his legs there.
He's fine.
It's probably better that I didn't go.
I'll hook again up this way once we got close enough. The the back of it.
Okay.
Start
Hook
making the way over
to
there.
The next card. And as you close towards the gap, you see the problem. The lever that is meant to engage the brakes or loosen them is deformed. It looks almost as if something hard hit it, and the entire lever is just sort of deformed and bent to the left.
Right. This would be tricky. You ready to get down there?
Yeah.
Right.
Should be easy enough to. If you can just hook onto something.
Yeah. Just quickly get down. Might be a little bit rough, but just hold on.
Okay.
Find something and then get down towards the lower part
At
over
this
here.
distance, it wouldn't be much of a problem. There's not a lot of.
Right. So it's more like, that's what I mean, more like trying to like hold on to positions and stuff like that. Before I start messing with this lever, I want to, can I throw my grappling hook back towards this train part, hook on him, but not like have it pull me in yet?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Just in case something goes wrong.
You can also just, manually hook it in somewhere
That works. That works.
without firing it.
So I'll hook it over towards like the back of this securely, so it's kind of more like a rope.
Okay.
Just hang in
give
between.
Me both of you, give me a dexterity save.
Oh boy. Oh, better. 18.
Was that right?
Was it a save or a check?
A save.
In that case, 14.
The cart is swinging back and forth wildly. And just as you hook in, Evelyn, there's another sort of shake back and forth. And both of you manage to hold on, just sort of grabbing anything that stands out, but probably shouldn't stand here for a while.
Alright, the lever. I'm gonna cast Mending on the lever. I don't know how much of it I can, get.
The lever sort of starts returning to its original shape, but you can see that the mechanism the lever is in is still sort of dislodged a little.
Can I work on yanking out some tools while he's mending it to try and get it lodged back in?
Give me an intelligence roll. Could be investigation if you should.
Well, that's a natural 20.
Oh,
So that would make, if it's investigation, it's 26. Oh, wait. 29.
the lever is built in a way where, when it's moved forward, it sort of pushes a gear into place to immediately lock the wheels. And it looks like the impact has bent it in a way that this gear is just always engaged right now. Tools probably wouldn't help as much. What you'd really need to do is force the lever back into its original position,
Right.
which could be accomplished with a strength roll.
So we're gonna have to give this a good shove.
Okay. I think I got it straight at least.
We'll probably try and both shove it at the same time to
Yeah. Oh, okay.
get it going.
Okay, one of you give me a strength roll at advantage, because both of you are working on it. The DC is 16.
We're both good at this for sure. You or me.
You go for it.
I have taller mechanical advantage, maybe.
Does
Well, that's
going to
be a 13.
Oh, yes, -1.
I should have done it.
In that case, please give me another dex save.
Oh no.
Ugh! Whoa!
Oh, that was. Oh
Ooh.
god.
10.
Stand by. Would you take one of these, perhaps?
One crab.
Oh, yeah.
One
I'll
snip.
happily take one of those.
That looks
snips
like a really
off your
bad roll.
hands.
Oh,
Ah,
much better.
much
Much
better.
better.
Oh, it's a 20.
Yeah, again, the card sways. You, with your sort of push, didn't do enough to really lodge it out of place. And you, Evelyn, almost lost your footing. However, Red manages to hold on, and as you're still both connected to the grappling hook, you manage to quickly find your footing again. The DC for the lever is now 15.
Right, let's give it another go. Try and angle this right.
All right. Why don't you try this time and I'll support?
Just help lift me up and give me the right leverage.
Yeah. Just use your whole body.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
That's not gonna be enough. That would be a 10.
Okay, well, guess you guys know the drill. You kick again, and it further,
I guess I should have
creaks a
gone.
little. Please give me a dex save.
Ooh, okay. 19.
A 14.
Yeah, both of you managed to keep your footing. This time you sort of expected it almost, keeping with the rhythm of the swing. And yeah, the DC is now 14. For the
Okay,
swing.
what if we
Jeez,
both
jeez.
do it just like one hand each?
I don't know how that
I
works.
mean, you can both of you roll one instead of one rolling with advantage.
Sure.
If you wanna.
Hey!
Oh, I have a 16.
This time, you use the rhythm to your advantage, just as the card sways in a way that it would push you towards the lever. Both of you push with it, and finally you hear a loud clank. You hear the clamps, the brakes disengage, the sort of stream of sparks that were underneath the train carriage immediately stops, and the train starts chugging normally. For a few more seconds, there's still a little bit of unevenness, a little bit of swing as it sort of slowly rights itself again, but it seems like the problem is solved for now.
Right. Guess we should get back.
Yeah, I think I'm still flying, sorta, but I mean, we'll need the hook.
Right. So I'll unhook where I had it placed and then try and hook it somewhere. This is curved? Or is there like a ladder right there?
An intelligence roll.
It's a square.
Mm,
That's a right angle right there.
okay. That would be a
Is it higher than an 18?
21.
Yes, okay. You remember roughly where you could hook onto the lid and the top of the tank. You kind of aim your grappling hook straight for that. If everything goes right, the hook will hook on.
Okay.
And you shoot.
I shoot it.
You pull the hook backwards and it suddenly stops. You tug on it again to make sure that it's stuck. You're not quite sure if you hit the lid as you intended, but it's definitely hooked somewhere.
Holding. All right, let's go, and I'll retract it to
I'll
pull us
fly
back
with
up.
all my speed, as much help as I can.
So you make your way to the top, you see that you hit your mark. And you're back on top of the tank.
Cool.
I'll message
then-
Kara again. Send out the rope again.
Sure.
Send up the
I
rope.
make like a lasso. Throw it
Okay.
out, I guess.
Give me... God.
I'm imagining this piece of like rope
Uh-huh.
flying in the wind
Give
off of
me
a train.
Snapping
a
it.
ranged attack roll.
Okay. So just a dex check, I guess.
Yeah.
Since I don't think I'm proficient in
Rope.
throwing ropes. 11.
Okay. So the rope is thrown and you see it sort of slam onto the tank right here. But very quickly from, the wind and all the force tugging at it, it starts slowly sliding off the side. And then it
Oh, let
slides
go
off the
of the-
side and it's just,
It's about to get caught in something.
fell to the side. Kara, please give me a dex roll. To see if you, pull it back in time before it gets caught or anything.
I'm gonna start loosening the so that we can move backwards, like still having it hooked here, but like that we're gonna be moving this way. So hopefully, if the rope flies out again, Rhett can grab it.
8.
Plus dex?
Yeah, I have 0.
Oh, okay. The rope in your hands suddenly gets taut. And you realize that, well, it got stuck on something, or it got wedged in between the rail and the wheels. You just let go, and the rope just gets pulled underneath the drain, and it's gone.
Oh, I have rope too.
No, my rope.
I'll pull out my rope. Backup rope.
Maybe I should throw it.
I can probably. So I have like a range of 30, so I could probably get us all the way to like right here.
By the time they've, procured the second rope from the bag, they'll have made it to the edge, and you can now see them.
Tie the end of the knot, and then I'll throw it at him.
Red, or I guess Ablin, both of you can give me a dexterity roll to see if you catch the rope.
Oof.
It's not a Heidi's.
9.
11.
Okay, 11 catches. So Red grabs for it, but he just grabs short. But you manage to hold on to the rope.
With my ice cube fingers.
Yes, they're very cold.
I guess I'll start pulling.
I'm gonna pass. Oh no, he's not strong. I'll hold on to the rope and kind of try and quickly tie it onto my grappling hook.
What
A
was
bit.
it?
Do you
No.
release the...
Wait,
the
hold
hook?
on. Let me think about this real quick. No, I'll just kind of like wrap the rope around Rhett's arm or something like that, and then you can fly, right?
Yep.
Right. So I'm going to like make sure he's ready for it, but I'm gonna release him from the grappling hook and then release my grappling hook as well, while kind of trying to hold on to him a bit.
Okay.
And the goal in my head, depending on how quickly I can do this, is to then grapple like onto the roof a bit over here. But I know that that's a quick turnaround.
Yeah,
So-
you
Start
notice
doing
that as
tight
soon as
thing
you,
again.
as soon as Red starts flying a little bit, there's a little bit of pull, even as Thawa slowly pulls you in. But it's stable enough with all of the
Okay.
with everyone there helping.
Okay, good.
you manage
That
to
was
get
my
it
goal.
back to the other side safely. You see
Right.
the engineers in the supply car sort of look past and try to determine if there's any problem left, but as the train, chugged smoothly, the female engineer just starts clapping. Good work.
Oh, thanks, yeah. I think we pretty much fixed the gear. It looked like something had kicked up and hit it, maybe.
Yeah, well, sometimes the rocks do get stuck on the rails. It's the one thing the cleansers can't really clean, I suppose.
It's fair.
It happens from time to time, but it's rare that it hits something so important. Well, you definitely saved us a full cart of supplies. I'm sure you'll receive some extra compensation at the fort.
Well, to be honest, your safety measures certainly seem suboptimal in these kinds of incidents. Maybe you
He
should work on this.
shrugs. Unfortunately, we work with the resources we have. The other trains are more secure. The armor train is sort of it's a necessity, but well, it's not that much budget we get. I believe most of that goes to the cleansers, which, fair enough.
Sorry about not remembering to tell you first, Kara.
It's fine.
I just got caught up in the wind and the being a kite,
You
basically.
see like a slight indentation in this large crane behind Kara.
I'll buy you a drink at lunch.
Sounds good.
All right.
Maybe you can write a new song about that, Red. Caught Up in the Wind by Red.
It was certainly unexpected to see you up there.
Yeah, I can kind of actually see why you enjoy that. It was kind of fun. A little cold.
Right.
though.
So, yes, I'm gonna head back and go warm up.
Yeah.
Hey, you all head back.
And while we walk back, I'll ask Thava. By the way, what was your plan when you went there?
I was going to fly along the side and hold the rail.
Oh. It looked like flying wasn't the easiest kind of thing in this particular case.
No, I was just planning on using it as like, so I don't need to worry about my footing. I'm not
see.
very dexterous.
I'm just gonna chime in. I just figured because I can mend things pretty well, it might be.
Do the people look at us in this train?
I mean, they're certainly looking at you, yeah. As you pass by, and the sort of unevenness of the rhythm has dissolved. They just kind of curiously look at you. Some of them seem relieved. Some of them don't really seem to care.
Mm.
I guess the ones who look kind of scared, I just give them a thumbs up and nod as I pass them.
The one who looks a little bit like a researcher, sort of in more formal clothing with his glasses on, he just sort of nods back as he seemingly relaxes a little bit more, leaning back in the long